Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Wayne Township Board of Trustees meeting for November 18th, 2025. We're going to call this meeting to order at 7 o'clock. Welcome. If you haven't signed your log sheet in the back, please do so before leaving. We'd greatly appreciate it. And a roll call, please.
Diane Colvin,
Here.
Brad Kaufman,
Here.
Andrew Jacobs,
Here.
all present and counted.
Excellent. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting of November 4th?
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes of November 4th.
I will second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that's passed.
Do we have any additions, removals, or disclosures from the posted agenda?
No, sir, we don't.
Excellent. Okay, citizens' comments.
Hi, Cheryl Davidson, 6490 Corwin Avenue. I have a question. One of the questions is, I'm sorry I missed the last meeting, but you have the resolutions are all printed out. And when Fire Chief presented that meeting before that, it was like his presentation. But now this looks like it's already been signed and sealed.
We vote on it tonight.
I know.
Signed and sealed.
I know, but where was discussion among yourselves? Did you do that among yourselves or?
Nothing.
No?
What we're doing tonight.
Yeah. This one tonight.
Well, I feel like we've been a little hoodwinked. That these were maybe not just what he presented the other night, but that you guys have been aware of it all along and had time to look them over and decide all what might be, what might not be. Because you didn't seem surprised or shocked when that number came out, over $1 million a year. That's what got me. You didn't seem shocked. So, okay. The other thing is, I see the position for the new training officer. Now, the new training officer position, which you also want to put on the 2025 staffing proposal, do you already have someone in mind that you want to fill that position? I don't know if I can ask him or ask you guys if you have somebody, if Chief has somebody in mind.
We're going to discuss that here.
Okay, but I won't have a chance to comment afterwards or along with it. So my only comment is if it's somebody that already lives in Wayne Township and they aren't on the fire department already and they're a firefighter EMS somewhere else, then why aren't they volunteering their time here already? But it's okay to come in and get paid, but I don't want to volunteer. That's only my opinion on that. I have one more thing that I gotta get my book, I forgot it. Well, the other thing was, I just discussed about how we would do if communications broke down and we have so many people that don't know where they're going. Well, what happened the other day? They didn't know where they were going. And because we have so many new people, you know, I would have liked that you would have kept some of the old volunteer people to be mentors, because I see great attendance here from all these young people. But you would not have anybody that's going to mentor them all this time until you're going to be doing this training officer position.
They're currently being, I mean, we do have people on staff that are mentoring right now, Cheryl. They may not be a volunteer right now. They might be part-time. They might be.
Well, who is that person?
What?
Who is that person?
I think they have different people assigned to different part-timers from what I've understood.
So when the ambulance goes out and there's only 2 people, that may or may not be one of those mentors.
It might not be one of those mentors. Because a mentor isn't always beside you all the time. I mean, even in my line of work, a mentor isn't working side by side with me.
Well, that's my comments, that just, you know, we already had an incident It wasn't a bad incident. It could have been with shots fired, and you don't know where you're going because you thought it said Lyle Ferry Road. Well, not knowing that it's right around the corner from the firehouse, you could have been there when you got done staging. You could have staged the firehouse. Not gone all the way up 73, Township line, all that way. And that happened. And it was a mistake. But if that's someone's few seconds of their life, that mistake matters. That's my comments.
Hi, my name's Kelly Martin. I'm on 6928 Brook Jones Road. I sent a series of emails, requests for questions to be answered, and that hasn't been done yet. So how much time do you have?
That was responded to today.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Okay. So I'll review that, because otherwise I was gonna file a complaint, so I'll see what it says and then we'll move forward.
You got the email.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Any other comments? Okay, fair enough. Moving forward, road department report. Good evening, Scott.
Good evening, board. Well, steady as she goes. Did have a little excitement there the Monday before Veterans Day, but it was handled without too much problem. My report, I'm gonna kind of stand by that as I submitted it to the board. Number 6, just wanted to, just bring that forward into your frontal lobe there, as we move on into the appropriation cycle. That'll help with things of that nature. We did, with regards to item 7 on my report, here again, we had some hiccups with the timesheet reporting. Got back with them, we made some tweaks, so we'll see the end of this week is the end of payroll, so we'll see how it works when I submit it at the end of this week. The one additional update, which is some good news, not to steal any thunder away from Gus, but we did get confirmation that Fillmore has closed out the OPWC project, so what we paid, they're satisfied with, and we don't owe them any more money, good thing. But there is some more calculation and assessment that probably needs to be done. We might have to refund a little bit to the 2 villages and the county. They entrusted us as the lead agency on that, and, put faith in us, put faith in me as the inspector and getting that project done. And so we want to make sure that everybody's being treated fairly, and equally, across the board. So more to come on that. I'm sure Mr. Fitzsimmons will be diving into that. And other than that, I don't have anything else unless the board has something it needs to pass along to me.
I'm done. Thank you,
Yeah,
Scott.
All right, thank you. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Moving forward, fire department report. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening. We met with the marketing class last Friday, the 14th. They presented a couple of different options for us. We gave them some pointers and what we'd like to see. They would like to meet with the board for their final presentation in mid-December. The second board meeting is their last day of class. I suggested that one, they're gonna look at alternative days because that's their last day of class, so they wanna do it a week earlier, so we might have to plan a work session or something like that. But I think you're gonna be really pleased with what they're gonna present.
Did they get much participation from the survey?
11. So, there were no internal candidates for the training captain. I put that out a couple weeks ago. No one from inside was interested. 3 people have expressed interest, actually 4. I got another email today on becoming volunteer members. I would like to say congratulations to Tyler Taylor on passing her national registry yesterday or the day before? Yesterday.
Congratulations.
So she is now a certified firefighter EMT. And then I'm gonna hesitate for a minute till Diana gets back in here. I'd like to congratulate Diana Lazar for passing her firefighter level 1. And in typical Diana fashion, it looks like she brought goodies.
Mini apple pies and mini apple pies for anybody that wants them.
So she will feed you well, it's a problem. You'll be seeing an official proposal for next week. I just wanted to put on your radar, and we have talked to Mr. Fitzsimmons about it. We have $3,954.18 in our EMS grant that we have to spend before the end of December. We'd like to update our AEDs on the engine. $3,954.18 is what we have left on our EMS grant. We want to update our current AEDs on the engine and the utility. They're over 15 years old, and they were purchased when they got the Philips monitors. We don't use Philips monitors anymore. We use LifePak, so we're looking to buy Stryker AEDs. A couple of the downsides are they're 15 years old, and their pads aren't compatible. So if the utility gets to a cardiac event and it's an arrest and they give shocks and the squad gets there, we've got to take those pads off and put them on, whereas the new AEDs we're looking at are interchangeable with our pads. It's just a plug and play, if you will. The total cost for those two AEDs will be $5,765.34. The grant would cover that $39,54.18, so that would leave us a balance of $1,811.16. So we'll put that officially next meeting, but I just wanted to put that on your radar. So Assistant Chief Lawlett should have a official proposal for you. And I think that's all I have. If you have any questions?
There's nothing else we need besides those AED, or I'm sure there's other things we need, but that's the most important.
That's what that's the most important.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you, Chief.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Moving forward, zoning department report. Good evening, Stacy.
Good evening. I have a list here of the 3 variance hearings that will be held on Thursday evening. Solar array, some lot standards, and the number and footprint of accessory buildings. And other than that, I think right now it's just, there's a lot going on, being built, things that you were previously approved, driving up 73, there's a lot going on. And the Bentley site is currently under development, and also the other self-storage at 73 and Township line. And looks like Country Lakes is getting ready to hopefully get started here in the spring, so that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, Stacy. Appreciate it. Moving forth, administrator's report. Good evening, Gus.
Good evening, board. OPWC project, which I didn't know about until yesterday, but it has been completed and we are not building anymore, so. And yes, Guy, I think Mr. Fitzsimmons did send out a spreadsheet with the payback on this. I think he copied the trustees on it, so I'll forward you a copy. Or maybe he did.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
He might have, I read the email, I didn't open the attachment, I didn't get a chance to.
It's 1,900 and some change to the county and about $600 and change to each of the two.
To each of the villages, so.
Appropriations, recommend consideration of department head staffing model, captain's position, and approving payroll adjustments after discussion in executive session. And prepared a resolution to take whatever action you decide on after we come out of the executive session. The force, you probably see the email back and forth between Mr. Fitzsimmons, seeing how he works in this field, and he would like to get another look at and another quote from another company. So I sent him over a copy of all the paperwork that the force has submitted. There's about 8 documents or whatever, so he's going to look over that and then see if they can get them out to give another proposal. So, And 165 Miami Street, notice of sealed bids of commercial government property. It's being published for bid opening at 5 PM on December 16th, 2025. The pre-bid visual inspection held on December 3rd from 1 to 5. This is administrative action taken for resolution 2025-18 for 3 parcels that comprise the old fire station and complies with all legal requirements, including section 121.22 of the highlights code. So the original resolution that Assistant Prosecutor Bruce McGarry, who's had us act on earlier in the year, gives me that authority to go ahead and start this bid process. So,
do you need help at the fire station? Like, who's gonna be there that day on December 3rd?
Tom is.
Tom is, okay.
Yeah. He said he would block out, he gave me a couple of dates, and he's gonna block out the time to be there, so it's a neutral party that's talking to people. With him being a commercial realtor, then he'll know what questions he can answer and not answer. He preferred that we not be there and maybe offer information that they have to disclose to any and everybody that takes a look at it or wants to bid on it. Volunteer fire insurance services, there were no applications been filed for that supplemental insurance coverage policy. And so I expect that back hopefully before the end of the year for us to act on. And that's all I have for right now.
Any other questions for Gus?
No?
No.
Gus, do you have a fiscal officer report at all, or any type of abbreviated version?
No, I do not. But you guys, you signed the minutes, paid the 2 bills tonight, so I'm assuming everything's working out all right for you guys. I saw we got 66 payments this afternoon that we posted. I didn't get a chance to go through them. I don't know. Were you guys getting a chance to go through those on SCD?
Yeah, I
Yes.
did it.
Sent off, there was
Today, yeah.
electric, there was,
Yeah.
Yeah, electric, gas, and
Okay.
Right.
fiber, cell phones.
I guess that SCD is electronic version that's working fine.
2 reasons to go into
Yeah, he opened
session.
up the general files for us, you can see that
See
now.
this? I guess the only discussion I might have on that is, do either of the board members or any of the board members have
Hey, Gus is talking.
Yeah, first off.
do any of the board members have any desire to have Mr. Fitzsimmons put on a work session or any type of little workshop with that? Or do you feel like you can fumble through it enough on your?
I mean, I've been able to fumble through it. If I feel like I need to do it, I can do a one-on-one with him unless the other 2 board members feel like that it would be beneficial. I don't want to
Okay.
call it a work session if I'm the only one that's
Yeah,
in need of it.
No, I feel good after since he fixed it, so. that
I
worked.
played around with it a little bit with it
Yeah.
today, just familiarizing myself, helping myself out, so.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go into executive session. We have 2 executive session matters to discuss tonight. First one is, we're gonna go in regarding personnel matters, ORC 121.22G1. Consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, or the investigation of charges or complaints against a public employee, official, licensee, or regulated individual. Motion must be voted upon to hold that executive session. Shall state 1 or 2 more of the approved purposes listed in Division G1 of this section. Are the purposes of the executive session to be held, but need not include the name of any persons to be considered. So I make a motion to go into executive session at 7:19 with the board, Gus, and the fire chief. Do I have a
I'll
second?
second that.
Okay. Okay, roll
Roll
call.
call vote, Andy Baker,
Aye.
Brad Kaufman,
Aye.
and Diane Coleman.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I made a motion at 9:42 to come out of executive session. It was seconded by Mr. Jacobs. All were in favor. We are now in regular session. Moving on with old business, fire department safer grant.
No word as of yet. I emailed the grant coordinator today.
Okay, training captain position and 2026 staffing model, we have resolutions regarding that later on. Domain name is still on hold.
Well, they lifted that, so I checked this out the other day, they lifted the message saying that it was on hold due to the furlough, so whenever you guys are receiving can, we just need to determine what you want as the domain name.
Can you send out options for us?
Sure.
Or what your recommendation would be?
I mean, it's, it just, yeah, it depends on how in depth you wanna go, I mean, we can stay with Wayne Township and just change it, .us to .gov. I know Diane or Gus just wanna go a little more in depth, like Wayne Township, WC dot for Warren County, but I'll send a couple different things out,
What's available?
yeah.
I would appreciate that. Okay, thank you very much, we sent it down for that. Is there any other old business that we need to discuss? I will bring up how is the first couple weeks of the cadet program then?
I honestly don't have a good answer for you.
Okay.
They came to training last Wednesday and loaded a bunch of hose,
Yeah,
correct?
they came to training last Wednesday. We host tested all of the LDH 191, so went over how to rack the hose, everything, showed them how we do hose testing. So it was pretty good training.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Can I add one thing that I forgot to add on my report? We hosted the blood drive on Saturday and we had 25 donors.
Oh, good.
There we go. Okay, new business, questions or concerns of the bills? Do I have a motion to approve payment of the bills as presented for payment?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills as presented for payment.
I'll second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, legislation, resolution 2025-86, there's gonna be, we're gonna table that right now, we're gonna have more thought regarding that. Resolution 2025-87, a resolution creating a training captain position within the Wayne Township Fire Department. So, Chief, regarding this, no internal candidates apply.
Correct.
We have a good job description, so.
The job description, it's a resolution creating a training captain position within the Wayne Township Fire Department. Can we broadcast this resolution up on the video screen or activate
Maybe.
I have it here, I just wanted the audience to be able to see.
I think we wanted to.
Okay.
I mean, that-
Can I get that?
Is it TV?
No, TV, jump back on.
You have a little issue with that stipend at the beginning?
Yeah, that's what I wanted,
Okay.
I want to clarify things.
More to look it up.
So the way that this resolution currently reads and how we're going to amend it, change it, we're getting rid of the second line where it says accompanied by a monthly stipend. It will not be monthly stipend.
And below, it allows us to have it either as a volunteer or part-time, depending on who the person is and what we decide. I think that sounds good.
second on that?
Yeah.
Nobody second?
Yeah, just erase
Okay. I'll redo it if we sign it next meeting, but I'll get the
Okay.
basics down here. Okay. Where they look at it.
Do you have a printed copy, can we mark it out, and then we can fix it?
Yeah, then we, yeah, I got to put a copy. I'll sign it next meeting.
This is it.
Started and you want the classification of volunteer or part-time classification to be determined based on approval of the individual?
Yeah,
That's
leave that, I think.
okay.
So we have presented before us resolution 2025-87. It's a resolution creating a training captain position within the Wayne Township Fire Department. Do I have a motion for resolution 2025-87?
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2025-87.
Do I have a second?
Brad?
I'll second.
Okay, we got a motion by Ms. Colvin, second by Mr. Kaufman. Roll call. Mr. Kaufman,
Yay.
Mr. Jacobs,
I'm going to say nay for right now.
Ms. Colvin.
Yes.
Okay, the training captain position within the Township Fire Department has passed. Pass that down for your signatures.
Okay, next is resolution 2025-88, a resolution approving an increased staffing model for the Wayne Township Fire Department for 2026 appropriations. So Chief, if you would, please talk to us about this staffing model. Go in depth with it a little bit.
So we're looking to add 2 more part-time members on per 24-hour shift. One of those being a shift lieutenant and another position. We would always have at least 1 paramedic on and 1 driver. The intent of this is to assure that we have a staffed engine immediately available 24 hours a day. They can also respond on the backup Squad 92 runs, so that, on those that happen once or twice this weekend, we had simultaneous runs. So the busier we get, or less volunteer availability, we will still keep the volunteers. They're still very vital to our operations. We're just making sure that we can get an engine out during those daytime hours, Monday through Friday. Faster response times for both squad and assuring that we have at least 1 ALS provider here, preferably 2. So if we do get 2 EMS runs, simultaneous EMS runs, we can provide ALS care on both units. Do you have any other questions? You need me to go?
So when will we see this in full effect, you think?
I would anticipate having it in full effect by January 1, 2027. We're going to phase it in gradually. We just can't recruit and do everything to have 4 people on by January 1st. It's just not realistic. So, we'll phase it in gradually, start ramping up our staffing, and hopefully be at full staffing by January 1, 2027. Also, just as much as the volunteer pool is drying up, the part-time pool is drying up as well. As I told you before, these guys can come out of school with a level 2 EMT, and Diana and TT and all of those people standing right there can go get full-time jobs almost anywhere in the area. It's just the way of the world it is now, you know. 15, 20 years ago, that was not possible, but now you go into any hospital or look at any of the job boards, there's fire departments hiring all around us full-time, lateral entry, new entry. It's an open market now, so as, you know, those full-time jobs get filled up by the new people, you know, there's less and less people working part-time to be available, so it'll take us a little bit of time to truly fill that 4-person staff.
So, what percent do you think you'll be at come July of next year, July 1 of next year? What's your goal?
My goal July 1 is to have 4 on duty 50% of the time.
And the priority of those shifts would be days, nights, mixture?
Whatever you could fill, or, yeah.
Whatever we can fill, it'd be days and nights. And so how it really works is we do 2 12-hour shifts or 1 24-hour shift. A lot of our rotation people like TC and Allie work a rotation. So today's their rotation. They work 24 hours every 6th day. So they're here once a week. The others are PRN, and they come in when they're available. They have to put in for 4 shifts a month, 12 of those being on the week, 12 hours of that being on the weekend. So, you know, if there's an opening, all of our people that are on rotation get 96 hours off for the year, no questions asked. Like, you give us enough time, we'll fill it for you. We'll get it figured out for you. So it's not vacation because they don't get paid for it, it's just 96 hours off. So that's where our PRN people are important, because they'll come in and fill in those shifts. Or they can trade shifts, or, you know, TC, for example, is in medic school right now. He's got clinicals and stuff that are gonna be coming up. He's gonna need some time off, so he can call one of the PRN people and say, hey, can you cover my shift? And if they can, they can. So that's why PRN people are important as well. So, but we do that 6-day rotation to keep us under the FLSA guidelines and not to go over overtime.
Any other questions for Chief?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
So my thoughts are, we do this for 1 year. We see where this goes. Commit to this for 1 year and see how our staffing.
Okay.
We're starting to see,
And how our money is,
pardon me?
and how our money is.
And how, yeah, where the budget falls. Response times dropping,
Engines getting out.
engines getting out, things like that, then we can look at committing to the 2026 or 2027. Yes.
Okay.
Question.
So yeah, and I'll take what you give me. I would ask for 2 years. That way, if I'm fully staffed by January 1, 2027, then I can give you a full year of.
And understand, we can always go about
Yeah.
and change it, but
Okay.
right now, my opinion is, my personal opinion is 1 year. For right now, let's see where we're at.
Okay.
We can revisit it anytime next year.
Okay.
We can revisit it after Q3 and see, you know, where we fall in line, and if we're starting to see success after 3 quarters, and you're getting your shifts filled, and, you know, engines that are getting out, squads getting out, wherever need be, then we can review where our dollars are and look at 2027.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I have resolution 2025-88. Did either one of you have any other questions?
So we don't have to change the resolution, because we'll just revisit it. This is an ongoing resolution, but if we want to modify anything, then we just,
Get back to
we
this
have another
resolution and
resolution.
modify it.
Right,
Yeah, there's no timetable.
Right.
on this.
Basically, it's just allowing us to go ahead and appropriate the money for staffing under 2026 appropriations.
Yeah, that's what it says, it just
Right.
says 2026 appropriations, so for 1 year. Okay, so resolution 2025-88, a resolution approving an increased staffing model for Wayne Township Fire Department for the 2026 appropriations. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-88.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Jacobs and a second by Ms. Colton. Ms. Colton,
Yes,
Mr. Jacobs,
Yes.
and Mr. Kaufman.
Yes.
yeah.
Backside page.
Okay,
Any
any,
motion to approve this 18th day of November?
any other new business?
I just wanted to mention that I'm setting up that December 9th at 6:30 for Matt Nolan to come in to the Performing Arts Center, so to talk about taxes for Wayne Township. So if you guys could all be there, it'd be awesome. It's a Tuesday?
6:30,
Yeah,
and we've got the village, we've got the schools,
Yes.
we've got both villages involved.
Yes.
We've got the
Schools
schools
involved.
also involved. And we're encouraging residents to come also and be
Right.
educated.
and I kinda got an agenda, I sent you guys an agenda about that, to see if you had any more questions or anything you wanted to add
That was good.
to it. Okay.
What was the date on that?
It is December 9th, Tuesday at 6:30 at
So
the
it'll be the second Tuesday.
Yeah,
How many people does that performing arts hold?
300 maybe?
So,
we're gonna record it also, so we'll stick it out on our YouTube page afterwards, and so we're gonna probably have to take that camera, so we don't have camera facilities there.
no problem. All right, is he gonna be submitting, like,
I-
questions from the audience?
I'm gonna
Prior?
have a no, I'm gonna have that at the end, I don't know, we
I
can
would just
rearrange
ask
it.
questions.
Yeah, submit questions.
So he has it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe we could do like they did at EPA, direct people writing it down or something, I don't know,
Or if residents have questions that they would like to hear, they can email us,
right?
and then we can pass it on to him. Thank you, Diane. Any correspondence?
No, but I do have, actually, I do have, first of all, I'd like a motion. I do have some donations that I think will be approved or whatever by motion. I have $25 in cash, came from the chamber for a higher sauerkraut festival vendor parking in our firehouse parking lot. It was a donation of $25, so we received it. And I got a check from Andrew Jacobs for the remainder of his campaign account. They closed it out at $114.08. That's supposed to be designated to go to the food pantry. And then I've got a letter and check for the Mayor Law Group for next distribution from the Bob and Vivian Plank Living Trust Fund, and it's in the amount of $50,000.
Nice.
To the Wayne Township Rescue.
Is that, what was that you said?
I'll send this out tomorrow, so before she designated it as, for Wayne Township Rescue. So it totals up to $200,000 that we received. There appears to be about, to do one more distribution probably in 2026. And I believe it's gonna be in the neighborhood of around 37,000 divided by 3 groups, so we got about 11,000, 12,000, that we should get to close it out.
Any elected officials comment? Oh, we gotta make a motion.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
The other thing I did have is from the Warren County Health Department, and is with sad news, in the letter, but from his letter, that I find that after 30 years, Dwayne Stansberry is retiring at the end of the year. So, if you see him or whatever, wish him a, thank him for his public service, and wish him well in his retirement. That's all I have.
Okay, I make a motion to accept those donations.
Second.
All in
This,
favor?
all in favor?
yeah, Brad, Amy.
Aye. Okay, you said no elected official comments?
I'm good.
You good? Thank you. No work session. We are gonna go back into executive session. It is with the purchase or sale of public property, ORC 121.22 G2. Since premature disclosure of this information would give an advantage to certain individuals, it is essential that the discussion of this activity be handled privately by the trustees. The final vote on the decision must be made in a public meeting. So it is 10:05. I make that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
There's a motion by Brad and a second by Andy. Roll call vote, Diane,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
and Andy.
Yes.
This is with the board and Gus. Okay, we came out of executive session at 10:19. The motion was made by Ms. Colvin, second by Mr. Kaufman. All were in favor. Here we are in standard session. It is 10:21. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting for the night. Do I have a second?
I will second that.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Being adjourned.